Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. I hope you guys are staying cool and hydrated and enjoying the outdoors. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe now and hit the notification bell to get updates on when I post new videos. If you guys are new to the channel or returning to the channel, welcome and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about hunt prep. With the season fast approaching, I thought it would be a good idea to make a video in hopes to remind you guys and motivate you guys to get on it because it's crunch time. We are, well, here in Kansas, I think season starts sometime in September, and I think we're about a month away almost. One of the main things for this video was to get you guys, like, just a reminder to get out there and set your tree stands up, set your trail cameras up, set your feeders or your mineral sights up, or whatever it is that you guys do for hunt prep. So it's kind of like a, wouldn't say call to action, but a public service announcement. The season's coming. It's almost here. Don't be one of the last, one of those people that waits till, 2 or 3 days away from season and then, oh crap, I got to set everything up and get ready, and then wonder why you don't have, or wonder why you're not as successful as you could be. So hopefully by watching this video, you guys will, hey, I got to get on it. I got to start doing stuff and start working. But anyway, I started this video yesterday and I had like maybe an hour of light left and ended up running out of light and it got dark. So I went ahead and did some of the things that I could have. There's a couple of other things that I need to do now that it's daylight out. I have to go, well, let me backtrack here. What I'm doing this year for hunt prep is running mineral blocks, and I'll kind of show you guys that here in a second. I'm going to be taking my family along with me because they're here. We're here together, and I thought it'd be just something fun to do, get outside and spend some time together and also enjoy the outdoors. Instead of running a typical feeder with some corn in it, I am going to run exclusively this year just mineral blocks. I'm going to do nothing but mineral sites at all of the spots that I have cameras at right now. And one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and do that is because, well, there's a bunch of reasons, and we'll get into that as we go along the video, but one of the reasons is because I want to do my own little experiment to see if mineral sites outperform feeders, whether you do corn, a combination between corn and protein, or a combination, or not even just combination, or just protein in those feeders. I want to see if these mineral sites will outperform them. So this is something you guys can look forward to in the future because it's going to be an experiment that's going to have to run this whole season, and then next season we'll switch and I'll maybe pick up a couple other feeders all along the way, and then we'll run exclusively feeders for the next year and then talk about how they all play together, and I'll just make one video on that to let you guys know what I've come up with. So I'm going to be taking lots of notes this season about, how well this works, and then lots of notes next season to figure out how well the corn feeders work, or just the feeders in general, how well they worked and attracted the deer if one outperforms the other. I'm really hoping that these mineral sites will actually outperform the feeders by a huge margin. And the reason why is because, one, while these things can get expensive, the ones I picked up were only $10 for a 20 pound block. I'm also going to run, like I said, mineral sites. So anything mineral, I think they have these ones, they're called Black Magic, and I'll hold these up in a minute when I get my lovely assistant, aka my wife, to take over the camera so I can show you guys the different ones that I have right now. They're not that expensive. They're $10. These ones are on the cheaper side. They do get more expensive depending on what you want to get into, but I'll make a video in a couple years talking about which one performed better, if there was an advantage to mineral sites over feeders. The other reason is because, like the feeder that I have, they have a little motor on the bottom and it has a little plate that spins, and that plate makes a little buzzing sound. I'm kind of curious about is if those deer get skittish around that kind of stuff, or if they ever get used to it. Yeah. And then the other thing too is, by doing this, hopefully you guys can learn alongside with me, because I don't know how well these are gonna, I know that they work because we've used them in the past, but I don't know, like I said, how effective they are over a feeder. I will show you this because we went and checked the spot yesterday, I say last night, and I think for the last 3-4 years maybe, consistently, I've put one of these mineral blocks and a feeder next to it and dumped lots of liquid mineral or powder mineral stuff in this little spot, and when we get over there I'll show you what I'm talking about. But these, it's all the minerals, even though these blocks will erode over time and break up and fall into tiny pieces, they get soaked up into the ground. And I've heard this from somebody else before, but all that mineral will get soaked up into the ground, and those deer will just come back and they'll paw at the ground and make a big hole. Well, that's exactly what happened over on this one section. I'll show you when we get there. So I know they work. I've seen deer consistently, you know, around these things, but I've never just ran one or the other. I've always tried to run a combination of both. And so it'll be kind of interesting to see that. I got my crew with me. Got my son Drake here.
Peace out.
Peace out. We're saying hi. And got my crazy little girl, Ellie.
I got lots of jelly.
We got lots of snacks from my beautiful wife, Katie. So they're all coming along. My videographer for the day.
Hi. She is crazy.
So I'm bringing them along with me so they can see kind of what I get to do in hunt prep and all that, since they can't come bow hunt with me just yet. So before we get started, I gotta go, hang on. I gotta go get a weed eater, because like I said, I gotta go cut some stuff down to kind of clear out some stuff. And then my father-in-law asked me to go check on a calf that's up at the barn, so that's what we're gonna do. So stick with us. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you when we get to the spot. No, you get to do half the cup. Yep, come on. Yeah, go for it. Here, hang on, I'll go over here. Watch that, Jake. So we're at one of the spots that we were at last night, and this is what I was telling you. This spot I've hunted, and I've set a feeder right where Drake's standing right now. Right where Drake's standing right now. We always had a feeder, and then my stand is right over there. And so we've always done a combination with a feeder, and then right where Drake is standing now is I've always put a mineral block, and then you can actually like look down and get it. Hopefully get a good shot of it. Zoom into it if you need to.
I'll be fine.
But anyway, right here is where, get my shadow out of the way, I've always dumped mineral and block and everything else, and it's soaked up into the ground to where the deer have come here and pawed all of this out and dug a hole. So we're gonna throw another block here, and then right where we're standing right here, there's deer sign, there's deer droppings and stuff. So deer are hitting the spot pretty religiously, which is nice. So I think what I'm gonna do is put a camera up over here and then set one of those blocks and dump some liquid mineral out, right? What do you think, Ellie? Think that's a good idea? Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. And like I said, my stand is right over there, so it gives me a good 25, probably 20-yard shot from where I'm at, which is awesome. I've shot several deer out here. But we're gonna get to weed eating this stuff out here so I can put my camera up there. And yeah, we'll dump this block out. You wanna go get the block with me?
Yeah.
Do it in this hole, Drake.
Not interested.
Give me the cap. Don't just lose the cap. Dump it all around this block and in this pool.
Mommy.
Keep going. All around.
I'm gonna dump some on it.
Okay, not all of it, buddy. Alright, we're good.
I kept some in there so I can use it.
And always make sure you pick up your trash when you're done.
So it would be showing a red dot.
Okay, so we're at the next spot. So, two of the spots, I forgot to mention this. Right now, the cows are back behind the house, and I bought these blocks, one to put like 20 yards from my stand and 20 yards from his stand. With the cows being back there, I decided I wasn't gonna go ahead and put them back there because the cows would devour these in a hot minute. So we're gonna use the two that we're gonna put back there for another spot, which this one's the apple block that I'm gonna put out here. And we've already, like I said, this is a spot we've also ran a feeder in conjunction with blocks and mineral sites. There is already a section that the deer have been pawing at the dirt, clearing it away to try and get to these minerals. So that tells me that these minerals are something to them. So if you guys haven't tried mineral sites or mineral blocks, and you guys can in your area or state, definitely give it a shot and see how it works for you guys. You can see what I'm talking about. So all of this stuff that's right in here is from all the deer coming through here, and I've dumped mineral all through this area, and they're trying to get to those minerals. They definitely work, but we'll see, like I said in the video earlier, how effective they are compared to just running a feeder. I feel like running these mineral sites, these are gonna be way more effective, and you're gonna get a lot more deer here. One, you don't have the audible noise of the motor running on those feeders, spitting corn out, making lots of noise. And so it's not gonna scare the deer away, and there's not gonna be anything except for a block that doesn't do anything, that they can come get minerals and all that good stuff. All right.
We found some deer poop.
Turn around and tell them to the camera so they can hear you.
Right here.
What do you got? Is it fresh?
Deer poop.
Fresh tracks?
Mhm.
Hold it in your hand. Show them how fresh it is. Here, let me see. Let me see. Look at that. Little deer turds. Let's see how fresh they are, shall we?
Yep.
Look. Yeah, they're fresh. That one's black licorice. That's gross. Not real deer poop. Don't eat deer poop in the wild, okay? It's not good. They're actually jelly beans. You want to try deer poop? Look at it and tell them.
Here, watch.
Try deer poop.
Ew, that is actually black licorice.
Black licorice. It's disgusting.
So, I got black licorice right here. Let's go left there.
Hang on. Alright, so we're going to try and climb in here. If you could see inside of here, there was a... Hey, don't mess with anything in here because it's gross. I need to come sweep it out. There was actually a turkey vulture living in here and had its nest in here, and one of the times I came out here to check it, it kicked out, and it is nasty in here. It stinks. So I've got to get a broom in here and sweep it out. So that's why it's important to do your hunt prep early. So if you have any issues like this in any stand or anything, you can take care of it early rather than later. As you can see here, I have a trail camera set up. A little tip that you guys can use. Most people have a smartphone with you in the field. Go to your camera and pull it up. Just get it on a regular setting. And what I'll do is I'll hold it up here next to my camera, kind of as flat against the screen as I can, and then I'll take a picture. And what that does, especially like if I'm trying to set up in a certain area, and what that does, you guys can see this, yes? You guys can see, it just gives you an idea of what kind of picture or where your camera is going to be taking pictures at if you need to make that adjustment. One of the reasons it benefits you is you don't have to bring your camera or your computer or a reader or anything like that to kind of figure out what kind of pictures this thing is taking, and then try to get it to take pictures, because every one of these cameras is different. Some of them, I think for this one, I can set it to have like 15 seconds in between each picture it takes, so I don't just get loaded down with picture after picture after picture. But like I said, it's just a good little tip to help make it easier in the field, so you don't have to haul a bunch of equipment in here, use your computer, get it all dusty and all that other crap, or put the card in there, get it to take some pictures, pull the card out, go take it back to your house. You can just figure it out from here on your phone. So another little tip too, because right now it's hot as hell outside. I know I probably shouldn't say that, but anyway, it's super hot outside. So if you can, take an extra hat, or the hat that you have if you're gonna go back to the house or go somewhere, throw it in your cooler or throw it in a freezer for like 10 minutes and throw that sucker on your head, and you have an instant cool pack, and it feels amazing. It's really, really cold, but it's worth it. So there's another little bonus tip for you for the beating the summer heat. All right, everybody, so that is gonna conclude this little video for hunt prep. A lot of it is the same stuff over and over again, meaning it's setting up a camera. Hang on, gotta glare. Anyway, it's setting up a camera, putting out mineral in front of that camera, and then just climbing up a stand, checking the ladder, checking the attachments, the ratchet straps, or just checking the straps on it to make sure they're in good condition, and I trust them enough to put my life on them as far as climbing up and down, and knowing that the likelihood of them breaking is slim. Granted, it could happen at any moment, but I'd much rather go ahead and check them now and make sure I'm good. But like I said, that's gonna conclude it. It's just pretty repetitive stuff. I hope that you guys learned a lot. I hope that you guys had fun watching this video, and like I said at the beginning of this video, I hope that you guys are motivated, or it puts it in the forefront of your mind to go out and get your own hunt prep done. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope that if you guys get out there, you guys stay cool, stay hydrated. Also, I'm going to put, if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, you should go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Wild Outdoors TV, and I will be posting the trail camera pictures as the season progresses or gets closer, showing you some of the pictures that I have in front of those mineral blocks that are on there. I've kind of ran through a couple of the cameras already and checked them, and there's already deer hitting those spots, so that's a good sign. It's a really good sign. But like I said, follow me over on Instagram, and I will make sure to post those trail camera pictures showing you kind of how those mineral blocks are performing this year, and I'll kind of keep those up to date on there, so you can follow me on that and kind of keep along with the progress. I hope that you guys have the best of season this year coming up, pursuing whatever wild game that you're pursuing, and I'm looking forward to a great season this year. So stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos, and I will see you guys on the next video.